Latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service indicates that inflation has dropped, with the June figure standing at 22.8%. The figure represents a 0.3 percentage decrease from the 23.1% recorded in May. The month-on-month rate also witnessed a decrease, recording 2.9%. The following report has more details.
The first quarter of 2024 witnessed notable fluctuations in inflation rates, with some months recording dips while others recorded marginal increases. The second quarter has shown similar trends, with the latest figure dropping to 22.8%. Food inflation stood at 24.0% for the month of June, up from the 22.6% recorded in the previous month, while non-food inflation stood at 21.6%, down from the last figure of 23.6% for May. Government statistician Professor Samuel Kwabena highlighted the findings at a media briefing.
Year-on-year rate of inflation for the month of June 2024 stood at 22.8%, signaling that between June 2023 and June 2024, prices of goods and services went up by 22.8%. This rate of inflation indicates a slowdown in the rate of inflation by 0.3 percentage points on a month-on-month basis, as the rate of inflation for May 2024 stood at 23.1%. From a food inflation and a non-food inflation perspective, we see a reversal of the dominance of non-food inflation, as in the month of May 2024, non-food inflation recorded a 1.0 percentage point rate of inflation higher than food inflation. This dominance of non-food inflation has been reversed for the month of June 2024, as food inflation recorded a rate of 2.4 percentage points higher than non-food inflation, with food inflation 24.0% and non-food inflation 21.6%.
Professor Kwabena further provided a breakdown of the disaggregation of year-on-year and month-on-month food inflation. 5
subclasses drive year-on-year food inflation. These 5 subclasses are vegetables, ready-made food, cereals, fish and other seafood, and live animals, which command significant weight in excess of 3 points, contributing to the overall food inflation of 24.0% that was recorded in the month of June 2024. We continue to see the dominance of vegetables that recorded a rate of inflation of 43.2% for the month of June 2024.
But what do market watchers make of the drop in inflation rate for the month of June? Professor Patrick Esumin is an economist and has been speaking with CNL Business.
In the second half of last year, especially from August or so, we saw substantial disinflation. That seemed to have stalled a little bit. So now we've been moving between marginal increases and marginal decreases, hovering around within the band of 22 to 25, 26. So it just tells you the disinflation path that we are on, it has stalled. The food inflation is more of a worry. It just tells you that the problems with food production still persist. And then, so I think it tells us that the economy is absolutely nowhere near where it should be, and there's a lot more work to be done.
The latest figure from the Ghana Statistical Service aligns with the central bank's forecast that disinflation process will continue, with headline inflation expected to ease to around 13 to 17% by end of 2024. For CNL Business, my name is Daniel Sakiti.